All right, so now we're talking about adopting the ideology of insiders, right? So a lot of the insiders know things because they've been in the game for so long. They know things that they don't want to share with us, right? And usually through a lot of trial and error and a lot of people that have made breakthroughs in our field, we have came to realize a lot of things. Also, and some of them just getting to the top, it's time to retire. They're like, hey, look, I'm gonna just give you all some nuggets. I don't care no more, right? So the ideology, all the fluff, all that don't matter, right? It's so simple. The basics of the markets will take you further than any other thing that you can ever think of, right? Simple. The investors choose the best companies, right? If you look at any index fund, right, they have hundreds and hundreds of companies in it, right? But usually the top 10 companies is where most of their allocation goes. The other few companies are just help balance it out, right? So if they put most of their allocation in the top companies, that means they are betting most of their money in the best companies, right? All right. So now that we know that, they're betting a lot of their money in the best companies, right? Why? Because they choose the best companies. The goal is not to have 100 companies. The goal is to put your money in the majority top 5 to 10 companies. Personally, I recommend the top 5. If you want to have 5 individuals and you want to add you some index funds there to give you a little safety, then that's one thing. But if you looking to actually beat the market or actually even have returns even a little bit better than the market, right? You want to have the company leaders and you can balance it out with the whole market as well. Okay, with that being said, we now know that their objective is to buy the best companies, not any company, the best. Would you want to buy Apple or would you want to buy BlackBerry? Think a BlackBerry will make a return. Would you want to buy Apple or would you want to buy Nokia? What Drake said, baby girl. Just because he said baby girl, don't mean Nokia about the, you know what I'm saying? No. So with all that being said, we want Apple, right? All right. Would you want to buy? Oh, I lied. Would you want a Tesla or would you want a Ford? Right? Most people want a Tesla, right? Why? Because it's that guy. You feel me? So if we're looking to invest, we gotta look at what the consumers like. Do more consumers want a Tesla or do more consumers want a Ford? All right. Hey, I'm not done with you yet. I'm not done with you just yet. Do you use Google to search or do you use Bing? Some of y'all probably don't even know what Bing is. Right, you use Google. So why would I invest into, say, Yahoo stock if it even has a stock? So we don't even know. Oh, instead of Google, right? We want to do the best things. If we use the best things, we're not gonna buy. Oh my God, Yahoo is $10, and if it goes to 200, no, no. Not Yahoo is at 10, but if it goes to 100, no. Google was at 100, but now it's at 50, but it's still a bet, so I know it's gonna return back to 100. Simple. That's the ideology. Y'all thinking backwards. Well, not y'all, but people think backwards. You feel me? People think, okay, this company is bad, but it might have some breakthrough in no research, no nothing. Instead of, oh, I'm gonna choose the best company, I'm gonna buy it at a dip. Because the company already showed me to get here, and I know it's the best company, so nothing else is going to take its spot, which means that eventually when the economy starts doing back how I need to do, it's gonna go back up there. It's so simple, but they just shoot it over our heads. No, best companies, buy it. Simple. Another key piece, right? Everybody tries to buy the dip. Everybody try to buy the dip. I'm gonna buy the dip. We don't know when the dip is going in. We can make a million different strategies. I'm gonna pull up the chart. We can make a million different strategies, right? Okay. Every time the price drops this, I'm gonna buy. So say for instance we're in an uptrend, right? And then I buy every time the price dips and then it comes back up, right? Which is it's better than nothing, right? But eventually you'll get to an all-time high. Why would you want to buy up here? Especially say you get a lump sum of money. You're like, you know what? The candle dip right here, so I'm gonna put all my money in here. Then it, now you could have got a better price in. Now you're hurting because you who bought up here, you're down 20% right now. Well, not right now. Right now you're down 12, 13%. You might think that's nothing. If you got $100 and you're down 13, you might be like, oh, that's nothing. But when you start making real money in the game and you have $1 million account, that 13% is going to be down $130,000, right? And I'm not saying you're not going to be down at all. I mean, that's part of the game is being down. But would you rather be down 13% or would you rather be down like 1%? Right? I'd rather be down 10,000 than 130,000. Even though no matter what, we know it's going to go back up, but we want a better price because then our money can work for us, right? Because say, for instance, same scenario, you put your million in here, right? You put your million in here, so you got to go through all of this, and then they come back up, and then you make 2%. So you made $20,000, but you had to suffer $130,000 drawdown. Or is if I bought up in here, I suffer a drawdown of 50 bands, but then my million makes me 210 bands, right? So that's why buying in the right place is so important. And even though we don't predict the dip, we can still find ways to buy, right? So people say, well, do you buy the dip or do you do dollar cost averaging? I have never, ever in my life heard anybody say this before. I do both. I dollar cost average into the dip. Why? Because they dollar cost average into the dip. First of all, they have too much money to just buy one spot to dip. No. If you look at anybody, Warren Buffett and all them people, they start allocating money into them, into bases, right? Which means they literally dollar cost average into a good price they feel like buying. So we find a price that we like buying, we start to allocate into it. Why? Because we put all of our money in at one time, especially when we get more money. Well, we'll probably never have enough money to allocate it, but I don't know. Maybe you might be a future hedge fund manager. I don't know. But at the end of the day, if we dollar cost average into the dip, it might drop and then we'll get a better price. Most people just dollar cost average at the height. So they might say like, all right, September, I'm going to buy some. Then October, I'm going to buy something. Then November, then December, then January. No, you're buying, you're dollar cost averaging up. I don't want a dollar cost average up. I want a dollar cost average down. Buy more here, buy more here, buy more here, buy more here, buy more here. Then as it start to rise up, I lay off and I look for the next opportunity, right? We don't want to be dollar cost averaging up here. Our money is less effective. It's going to give us less returns the more we go up. We want a dollar cost average when it's on a downtrend. So we're not looking to buy the dip. We would say, where would I like to buy the dip? And let me dollar cost average just in case we get a lower price point. Because if I think this is the dip, oh my God, I can time the bottom. I buy here and it comes all the way down here. I'm sick. No, we don't want to be sick. We want to buy a little here, buy a little here, buy a little here, buy a little here. We start to see it go up. We might put a little bit more in here and then let it ride up. All right? We're not trying to be stock market experts. We're just trying to make some money. We're not trying to be the next kumbaya investor. We're just trying to make some money, a lot of money. So we want to be smart about it. We want to have the ideology of insiders. They pick the best companies. They buy at the best prices, which means buys the dip. You dollar cost average into the dip. I've never heard nobody ever in my life say that. I had to get that game. It's exclusive in this course. That game alone is game. That's real game alone. For real. Dollar cost average into the dip. It's going to change your life. It's going to change your investment portfolio. If you never had one, you go love me forever. You try doing anything else and show me how much that worked, for sure.